What's up, everybody? It's Big Blue Power Hour again. Going to talk about the lowly Giants and the NFL today. Green Bay Packers coming up Monday night. We should not be on Monday night, Stacey. Absolutely not. But I'm Danny.
I know. Well, hey. We don't have DJ because he's notorious for losing, primetime games. So
we have the great Tommy DeVito playing.
Hey, we have a chance. We have a chance.
I would say they have a chance, but it's a little bit tougher this week. I think the Packers are a little bit better than some of the other teams we faced.
The Packers have been looking good as of late. So
I'd say, wait, the Giants are still a football team? Yes, we're a football team.
Yeah, we still do.
The Patriots are not a football team anymore. They once were, but now they're not. But he would agree with that.
I'm waiting we haven't seen a fire bill or anything yet, have we, this morning? No.
Oh, from Insane, we have seen fire bill all season long.
Oh, okay.
What's up, Eileen?
Hey, Eileen.
Yep,
how's it
all
going?
Season. Yeah, I know two Patriots fans that are not too happy. Yeah. Not too happy, but they got no quarterback. They got no weapons. So they got no offensive line. So they'll probably be in total rebuild mode. But we'll start the show off.
Patriots.
Yep.
I mean, we really shouldn't be saying anything about the Patriots. We only have 2 more wins than they do.
Yeah, but we beat them twice in the Super Bowl, so it's good.
Yeah, there's always that. And that's when they were good. That's when they were good. I remember that perfect season. Ruined. Thank you, Eli.
This is Bo. His daughter changed the name. He's like, my name is not Zoe.
Okay. So Zoe, my name is not Zoe. Got it.
Or something like that. Who do I got? Here's a good question. Who do I got? I have the Dallas by 3.
I can't.
Say 31,
I hope they tie.
Dallas.
I hope it's a tie
too. But typically they split.
No, I'm thinking it's a tie.
Yeah, typically they split.
Because that's basically a loss for both teams. So
yes,
that's what I'm going for.
Cowboys by 2 scores, Bo says. Yeah, that's definitely one of the better games on for sure. The first game of the day is the Falcons and Buccaneers. I'm not watching that game. Don't even show it on the red zone because they both suck. But,
well, they only do it when you're in the red zone.
Bo says they always split. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the Eagles and the Cowboys split because it's typically what happens with them all the time, and it was close last time. So I think the Cowboys come out on top this time.
Yeah, I hope not because I'm really tired of listening to the shit down here.
Well, you live in cowboy country. I don't.
I know.
So
that's why I like going around town.
Up here in Jersey too.
Wearing my Giant stuff. Oreo, where were you, buddy?
But yeah, I think the Eagles win that game today.
I'm gonna have Oreo do the rest of the podcast.
Oh, what's up, Oreo? Yep, new co-host.
Say hi to the peoples, Oreo.
He's like, I don't give a. He looks like a Giants fan. He's like, I don't care right now.
No, his dad says he's a Raiders fan because he's black and white.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Raiders. Well, yeah, we got Falcons Buccaneers today. Falcons Buccaneers, yippee! Battle for first place. I think I don't know who wins the tiebreaker, but if the Bucs win, they'll have the same record. Like that division's awful this year.
It is. It's horrible.
Awful this year.
Probably
finished both under 500.
Well, remember last year when our division was fucking like everybody was fighting for something.
Yeah,
last season
made the playoffs last year, and only 3 of them made it.
Yeah, and now this year even though they're first in that
Yep.
They're busy right now. You'll have to come back later and see them.
Okay. Says nice pooch, Stacey. Nice doggy.
Oh, thank you, whoever that was.
Got the Falcons Buccaneers. I think the Falcons will win that game. They're at home today. Ravens Rams. The best game of the day is Eagles Cowboys probably. The rest of the games are I mean, you got Rams Ravens.
I'm going Ravens with that on that one, but
yeah, I picked the Ravens in that game. I think the Ravens will win.
the Rams have
Ravens
been
at home. The Rams are up and down.
Yeah.
You know, when they have Stafford,
you don't
good.
know what Stafford you're going to get.
Yeah, so but I think the Ravens are playing better football, right? Like I took the Ravens in that game. I don't know what the spread is. I think it's less than 7. Hold on, let's see. Let's see if the Niners beat Seattle tonight, because the game is at 4:30. I think it's a wrap for that division. Yeah, I think the 49ers will win that division. Seattle's in a must-win situation.
Mm-hmm.
They are 6-6. They're 6-6 right now. So I think they're like that last. Zoe has it also known as Bo, because I concur, masshole. Minnesota versus Raiders, I think will be a good football game. I think the Raiders are playing better football.
Oh yeah, that purple team, right, Dave? The purple team.
Purple team. That's Bo's team. That purple team.
The purple team.
Yep, that purple team. You got Lions, Bears. I mean, Bears are at home. I guess the Bears got a shot, but I think.
Unless they do it for Dick again, I don't see them winning that one.
Let's see. The Force also in a must-win situation. They're going for the 1 seed. Yeah, I think they win today. Game's not in Seattle; it's in San Fran. So I think that makes a difference for them. If it was at home, maybe Seattle could pull it off, but Seattle has to win this game. The 49ers lose, they'll still make the playoffs. The game that might be a good game today, Colts Bengals. Bengals are just on the outside of the playoffs, a couple of games out. The Colts are 7-5. Like they're looking to
and that's without Burrow.
And that's without Burrow.
Yep.
6-6 says. I think the Bengals. I think they win today. It's always says the Raiders beat the Vikings. Yeah, the Vikings I just can't trust. Now, if they had Cousins, I'd say they win.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
I don't like Cousins.
My brother's back.
Oh, great. And that always nice when another TV goes. I never had a TV break. I had a plasma TV. You get a big black line in the middle of it. That's the only thing that happened to it.
He's saying it's because I'm ugly and I'm breaking his TVs. It's my brother, so. Just him telling me he loves me, and he knows that I'm the better looking one.
Eat the Vikings. Eat the Vikings in Jefferson's return. Yeah, that's. I mean, Jefferson coming back, but how's the team going to play overall? Let's see. Dave Yarn also says, "What's going on, Miss Stacy? What's going on, Dave?" Yeah, that's what I figured you meant. He's back. He says, Bo Sox says to tell you he loves the show and go Giants.
Tell the Bo Sox he needs to change his team.
His personal odds are for the Giants picking the playoffs. Sibling rivalries rock. That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
But that Colts Bengals game, I think the Bears Lions will be an ugly game. Who knows? If the Lions lose, then I totally don't believe in them at all. My friend Bo knows what I'm talking about. Jags Browns could be a good game today. The Jags have no Trevor Lawrence. Actually, no, never mind. They have Beathard, so they're probably going to suck today.
The Jags? Oh no, I thought that. I thought what's his name was
Lawrence going to play.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I saw that he was going to play today
with a high ankle sprain.
Wow. Let me look again, but
yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, the reports because they typically don't release them, and I don't follow other teams, so I'm kind of focused on the Giants, even though they suck this year. Scott says he loves you, assist.
It says he appears to be ready to play today.
That is interesting, then.
Yep.
Let's see how long he lasts. Well, I think the Giants might win that game then. But he looked like he was in some serious pain. It says Bo Sox is too lazy to create a YouTube account to comment himself. He has a YouTube account. He's just being lazy overall. Dave Ross says Double J is back for the purple team. Does that mean you're picking the purple team, Dave? Jags had terrible. Oh, they did have a terrible loss last week, but you lose Lawrence. As soon as they lost Lawrence, I'm like, oh, they're not going to win this game. The Bengals played well. The Jags don't.
What's their Brown? Is their backup Browning? Is that the kid's name?
For the Bengals, it's Browning.
Yeah, Browning, right? Yeah.
But for the Jags, it was Beathard. Maybe same as Texans win by 7. I think that's going to be a low score game. I think they're going to win by 7.
Texans definitely need to win today.
Because the Jets are a really good defense, but I don't trust their offense. But their offense sucks, but their defense is top 5. So I think they'll keep it. It'll be like a 7-point game, and the Jets will have enough offense. Here's a good question: can Jake Browning lead the Bengals to the playoffs? I'd say yes. If he plays like he did last week, yes. Remember, they still have weapons. You see a quarterback that's somewhat average or above average, and they have enough talent to win football games.
And wasn't Jamar Chase out for a game or two, and he just came back?
Yes, Jamar Chase was out earlier in the season, I thought, and came back.
Yeah.
Sunshine story for the Jags. So,
yep.
I didn't pick
his luscious locks.
Let's see. The AFC South was a joke last season. It has 3 to play. I was going to say that the AFC South is a really good division. Like, it's an excellent division. And I was just going to mention that you have the 2 divisions are good. The AFC North and South have winning. The AFC North has all 4 teams have a 500 or above record. Ravens 9-3, Browns 7-5, the Steelers 7-6, the Bengals 6-6. Then the AFC South is Jags 8-4, Colts 7-5, Texans 7-5, the Titans at 4-8. Those 2 divisions are probably the 2 of the best divisions in football. AFC North and South. And Bo says Higgins was out last week. Let's see. So yes, Bo, because I don't trust the Browns or Steelers to win out. Yeah, I don't think either of them will win out. When you got Flacco, Bo says I agree. Mass Hole. The Steelers are a fraud, and the Browns have no QB. You know, I saw the news pop up on my Twitter today that they're going to fire Tomlin. I was like, what?
Fire Mike Tomlin?
I'm like, what is this person talking about? I couldn't believe. I was like, what is this person writing about? I couldn't believe what I was reading. I was like, what are you talking about, dude? But that's a big game. Jags and the Colts. That's both games, like both teams. It's a very meaningful football game for both of them. Colts are right behind them. And, I think the Jags got to win today. If they lose today, that's another bad loss for them. Thomas never had a losing season, but it's just something I saw pop up. I was like, what is that? I thought it was ridiculous. I just saw it just that the Jets trade the number 1 pick the Steelers to get Tomlin.
I don't know if he's for sale.
That would be a hell of a thing to get him, but if they somehow let him go, which I don't think they will, I'd pick him up in like 2 seconds flat. Even though you got Salah, I don't think Salah's. I mean, he's got no quarterback, but I don't like some of the decisions he's made this year. But like that game, that Jags Colts game could be a good football game. I'm glad Lawrence is playing in that game. Because with Beathard, they are not a good football team. Absolutely not. Lions, Bears, Colts, Bengals, Jags, Browns, Panthers, Saints. I feel bad for anyone that has to watch that game.
I know. Can you? And sometimes it's like, how like CBS will put on a game and Fox won't have a game, and then they'll have 2 games on. Can you imagine if that's the only game on?
It'll be a game I get today or some crap. Zoe, also known as Bo. The Steelers have had just 3 head coaches in their history. Tom was, I agree with that. That's why I read it. I was like, what is that? Ridiculous. Yeah, that might be the worst game of the day. The Panthers and the Saints. Jets Texans. I think the Texans will win because the Jets don't have enough offense. Bo says, I believe the Giants will end the season on a positive note. They'll end up with at least 6 wins. I think so. 6-10 or 6-11.
Hey, it's better than 4.
Yeah, it's definitely better than 4. I mean, I think they'll still be top 10, but they're like 8 or 9 or something like that. You know, one thing I was looking at, they're only 2 games back. In the 2 games back in the playoff hunt, and 3 of the teams they're chasing, they're playing. The Packers, the Saints, and the Rams.
Those are all winnable games.
And I think they're winnable games. Like, if they won those games and lost the Eagles games and stuck in, I laugh out loud.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if they somehow made the playoffs, that would be pretty hilarious.
Yeah, after the season we've had so far, it's scary.
Yeah. New York City market has the Jets game at 1, the Chiefs, Bills, and Niners, Seahawks at 4. That's good. That's a good. Besides the Jet game, sorry. Apologize to Eileen. I know she's a Jet fan.
Yeah.
The Chiefs and Bills and the Niners.
Well, she sometimes likes to turn it off halfway through the game as well, right, Eileen?
Yeah. Typically, I watch through and suffer. I have the same games here in Texas. Bully Eileen. Yeah, we always get the Jets, but the Niners, Seattle, and the Bills, KC, those are 2 good games to get locally. 2 real good games to get locally. Vikings, Raiders. No one cares about the Vikings or the Raiders. Sorry, Ken.
Hey, now my husband cares about the Raiders, so not that he really watches it.
If the Vikings win, they'll be above 500.
And they started out pretty crappy as well this year, so
yeah, they did. Watch the Vikings make the playoffs. Watch them sneak in. Like, you have the Seattle's there, the Vikings are right there. But I think the Raiders win today. Eileen says, Hushbo, you're a Texans fan. We know you're a Texans Cowboys fan, Bo. Yeah, he lives in the Dallas area too.
Sorry. Hey, Bo, how are you down here in Dallas if you're a Vikings fan? Did you move down here? You from Minnesota?
It says, watch for the Packers. Dave says the Packers may win the AFC. They might. Like, I think the Packers we're going to talk about that game in a little bit. I think the Packers have a shot to make the playoffs, and they play much better football lately.
Yeah, they definitely have.
Bo says he moved from Ohio. Yep. Ohio.
All us Northerners moving down south.
All right,
it's beautiful today, though. It's only, it's in the 50s right now.
Now Lawrence is playing on tape. I think the Jags are going to win. I think the Saints beat the Panthers. I think the Texans beat the Jets. The Raiders beat the Vikings. I think the 49ers beat Seattle at home. But I think it might be close. They may not blow them out. Maybe. We'll see. 49ers playing some great football right now. The Seahawks are up and down. But that game means a whole lot to both. I think it means more to Seattle being 6-6. Because they want to solidify a playoff spot, so they're going to be playing their ass off. Bills, Chiefs.
That's going to be a good one.
I think the Chiefs are going to win at home. Both teams are up and down.
I thought the same thing when they were playing the freaking Eagles. I thought the same thing. Chiefs had that home field advantage. I keep
picking the Chiefs. The guy that did it right sometimes says, Bo says, my dad bought an autographed Vikings football for me while visiting Duluth when I was 5, Stacy. That's how I became a Vikings fan. So it was like his first introduction to like football.
Right. 5 years old. That's a great dad.
Obviously, for me, I live in New York State, right north of New York State. So the Giants were the first thing I saw. My grandfather was a big Giants fan. My grandmother was a Jets fan.
See, my family split. Some are Jets fans, some are Giants fans.
Yeah,
So
most of my family are Jets fans. Half my family are Eagles fans. My dad.
I only like Texas because of the weather. Hey, Big M, what's up?
What's up, guys?
What's up, Evan? Bo also says he moved to Texas because his ex-wife moved here with his kids. Otherwise, F Texas.
I like Texas. I just don't like Dallas.
Yeah, I don't like Dallas either. But other parts of Texas probably are bad.
Yeah.
East part of Texas, gorgeous. I don't know why it's so peaceful there.
Bo says, what's up, Evaninsky?
What's up, man? I'm sorry, I woke up late. Late night.
I did too. I was glad when it wasn't at 10 because I opened my eyes. It was 9:45. I was like, fuck.
The Giants fan needs some TNT. Bo says, I love the warm weather here. I don't miss Ohio winters.
I don't miss New York winters either.
All right. It's bad. It's only bad when because there's no like in Ohio you have a lot of in the cities. If you grow up in a city, you have a lot of buildings to break up the wind.
Mm-hmm.
But down here, it's all land. It's just
all
land.
Flat.
All flat. So the wind just has nothing to stop. It just blows and blows. Like here, it's all mountains.
But thunderstorms down here are cool as hell, man, because you can hear and see a thunder and lightning storm for hours because it's flat. So it takes forever to get into your area, and then even once it's past you, you can still see it and hear it. It's awesome.
Yeah, I never see 85 on Friday was.
Yep. What area are you in? You in Dallas?
South of Dallas.
Yeah, I'm north of Dallas. I'm in Louisville.
I'm in Louisiana, but I'm 10 minutes away from
what's up? Greetings from Knoxville. Severe thunderstorms here. Yeah, one of our friends lives by Nashville. He said there's a lot of bad storms and tornadoes down there.
Wow.
In Tennessee. Yep. Yeah, he missed the whole Army Navy game because of it because he lost power.
This is weird. To get to from one side to the other, you gotta drive through the entire bottom of the state and then go up to the point. It's horrible.
It's probably a long drive.
It's a fucking 6-hour drive.
Bo says, I'm 30 minutes south of Dallas, Fort Worth, in the middle of Fort Worth and Dallas City called Midlothian.
Yeah.
It's 20 minutes south, maybe, something like that.
Yeah. And I'm 20 minutes north.
Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy.
You're in County, aren't you?
What's that?
So you're Denton County. Right?
Yeah, Denton County.
Yeah, my dad lives in Georgetown, Texas. Is in between.
You know who else lives in Denton County?
Shaq.
Steve Harvey.
Oh, he does too. Shaq just bought some big place in Plano out here.
It says they have an $800 million high school football stadiums down here.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He said they just built
high schools there that have a good football program, especially because I was thinking about moving out to Wascom or Longview. You know, I was thinking about moving out there, and that's small. That's considered small towns.
Yep.
And the one high school there, if you're a good athlete and anybody wants you to go there, they have a McDonald's in the fucking cafeteria.
There's one of the schools, I think it's in Plano. That's all their cafeteria is. It's a Chick-fil-A, a McDonald's, a Taco Bell. It's all fast food. Yeah.
The football firms are massive down there, so they're a big deal.
Yeah.
So that's where I'd be going. I would go to high school football games down there, but getting back to
I love Friday Night Lights. Friday Night Lights is a huge thing.
Huge. Oh my God.
Yeah, absolutely.
After the game, trying to get any little restaurant that's within the area of the school that the game is at, forget about it.
Try to go to Whataburger after Friday Night Lights.
Oh God, Whataburger. One night we had no clue that there had been a game at Marcus, which isn't too far, and we're like, "Fuck it, let's just go to Whataburger." We had been out all day, and we go to pull in. I'm like, "Holy fuck!" There's just kids everywhere. There's the line is ridiculous. I'm like,
I went to a Whataburger on Friday night. I was like, cool. I said, oh, I went there at 9. It was packed. I'm like, we'll come back at 11:30 or something. 11:30, it was wrapped around the place 3 times out to the street. I'm like, just go inside. Like, just like if it's that.
I would go inside. Yeah, absolutely.
There's a Canes right by the high school here in Louisville, and they've had to now the kids can't even go to Canes after the game because they go there and they act a fucking fool. Everybody's trying to fight each other and shit. Like,
I'm not surprised. Bo
you
says
can't go without a parent.
Duncanville DeSoto should win another state title this year. The high school football down here. Yeah, I'm not surprised, Bo.
And have you ever been to Duncanville, Bo? Because that town is pretty fucking ghetto. It's like there's nothing in that town.
But the thing is, coming from Pennsylvania, for me, I thought Pennsylvania had a deep football state. I'm like, because AAA.
Pennsylvania does. New Jersey does
program, but their programs are squeezed in the state. Everything on the outside, where Pittsburgh and Philly are, there's nothing.
Yeah,
it's literally just the outside.
Yeah, it's different here. It's like you have the New York City championships, you have Long Island, and you have New York State. But then you have New Jersey, where the Don Boscos and St. Joe's and Bergen Catholics. It's pretty big here, but it's not like down there. The Soldiers beat Southlake this weekend, Stacy. Do you go to Southlake or further east?
No, I'm like 10-15 minutes from Southlake. That's actually where I have to go to the post office for work. Is out there, so I'm pretty.
All right, Evan. I'm going to ask you, since we went through it. Tell me the winner of each game. Bucks Falcons.
Oh, you asking me or him?
I'm asking Evan.
I'm going Falcons with that. If anybody wants my opinion.
Yep, because we went through the NFL games talking about the.
Sorry, what's the question? Sorry,
Falcons or Bucks?
I'm sorry.
Falcons or Bucks? Falcons are at home.
Falcons.
Rams, Ravens. I picked the Ravens.
Rams.
Lions, Bears at home. 4-8 Bears.
Rams or Bears?
No, Lions or Bears.
Lions or Bears. Who the fuck picks the Bears? Lions.
I'm picking the Lions because the Bears suck.
Hey, I said if they do it for the dick,
Colts and the Bengals. Bengals at home. Division leading Colts, I think.
The Bengals playing pretty well. It's playing pretty well. Go with the backup. I'm going Bengals.
Yeah, I picked the Bengals. Jags, Browns.
Jags who?
Browns with Flacco. Lawrence is playing with his ankle.
It's going to be like a 10-7 game.
The worst game of the day, Saints, Panthers.
Panthers.
I'm picking the Saints. I don't think the Panthers. The Panthers.
I think Derek Carr can pull it out his ass.
I'll go through the picks. You're in the second, Bo. Jags, Texans, Jets.
Texans.
I picked the Texans.
Raiders. Sorry, Stroud has been a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
The Jets have no offense. Vikings, Raiders.
The Raiders.
Vikings and Raiders at home.
Vikings.
I picked the Vikings. Seattle 49ers. I did that game.
Seattle.
I picked San Fran. Bills, Chiefs. That's what we're up to.
Bills.
I picked the Chiefs. The Chiefs will win. Bills need to win desperately. Mm-hmm. Broncos, Chargers. There's a lot of teams that have similar records.
Broncos are on a hot streak right now. I'll give them Broncos.
Say Denver. Then we got the Eagles, Cowboys. I'm taking the Eagles in that game.
Tie.
It's probably the best game of the day.
Going for a tie.
Eagles.
All right.
And the only reason I say Eagles is because people kind of think they got exposed last week.
Eagles are still good, but I think Dallas wins.
They played 4 physical teams back to back to back. I
think Dallas wins at a
They
full
played
speed.
Dallas, then they went to play, the Bills. They played the Chiefs, and this is all in the last 4 weeks. And then finally they went 3-1 because they got beat by San Fran. They played 4 crazy tough teams in 4 weeks, and then they're going to play a 5th week against Dallas.
I think Dallas.
That's a tough challenge. You know what I mean? For them to go 4-1 or 3-2. many teams in this league wouldn't make it past one game with those teams. So
still not bad though. If they go 3-2, they're still 10-3. They're both 10-3. But this game has a lot on the line. Has the division on the line. Like there is a big game, and it should be Sunday night.
The amount of hate I have for the Eagles, I can't sit here and just say, hey, I can't spiel out bullshit.
They split usually though, so that's quite the Dallas.
They usually do, but Dallas isn't catching up to them.
Game back.
I don't think it matters that they play in San Fran, Philly, or the fucking moon. I think Philly smashes them in the playoffs.
Oh, in the playoffs, yeah, but I think the Eagles, if they were home, I'd pick the Eagles in this game. I think
I don't think, like I said, I don't think it matters. I don't think, for Philly, I don't think it matters if they go to the first. If they go in as the first seed or the second seed, it doesn't matter. The NFC Championship will have Philly in it, unless they do a colossus, fall. I think that's the team to beat. I'm sorry, this just is.
Got some comments here. More comment. We play in the shitty baseball fields in Ohio. The baseball fields look like MLB fields. It blows my mind. The way that he's right. Just one more thing on that.
Texas is all about their sports for sure.
Yeah, they're great with their eye. Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Falcons, Ravens at home. Bears at home. That'd be a bad loss for the Lions, man.
Yeah.
Browning leads the Bengals. I think the Bengals will win.
I think so too.
Browns defense wins. Foster Cover says, I so want Giants to win. Let's see. We're going to talk about that game in a few minutes.
I think we got a better chance than what we're putting up. It's in Green Bay, right?
Yeah. No. We'll talk about it in a second after we do the things. The last half of the show, we're going to talk about the game.
Panthers, I agree.
Upset by Panthers. Yeah, the Panthers. Yeah,
it's always that
a little bit better
luck that when they fire a coach mid-season, the new coach comes in, at least wins one game. He's not
for the Raiders. They won a bunch of games.
That's because Antonio Pierce is
800 yards, Bo. I mean, that's got to be a record.
Panthers were 800 yards against the Tigers' defense for being on the field all day. That's pretty.
I'm telling you now, if he throws for more than 300 in the first half, I'm telling you now, that defense is going to protest and sit on the sideline. They're not going to come out for defense.
Hold on.
I would send the offense out for defense.
Foster Cover says Eagles, Dolphins, 49ers, Raiders, Broncos. I'm a sub as a subscriber. So go catch your guy on Friday's Raiders show. All right, you check out Ken. Yeah, Ken Friday's the Raiders show. Force is actually a Bears fan. Well, good luck today. I'm going to see what the Bears do. They're so great in the draft. Bo says the 49ers even have even the best team in the NFL for 2 years injuries. Oh, if they lose Purdy, they may be going to the Super Bowl, not the Eagles. The Eagles had a great season, but when they lost Purdy, they were done.
Hi, puppy.
They were done. I think they're a better team this year. What's up, Joe? Another co-host.
Hi, handsome. He's like, fuck you guys.
All right. We're going to do our two sponsors real quick, and then we'll talk about the Packers.
Appreciate it.
Titans, Dolphins. Dolphins win, and then we'll talk
Titans.
about them last.
I'm saying Titans for an upset.
I'll do this one. You do the next one, Evan. What did I hurt? 1, 2, 3. Attorney Big Al Jason Fine. If you ever more vehicle accident, slip and fall, workers' compensation, personal injury claim. They have 3 locations, one in the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania area, one in Cherry Hill, New Jersey area, one in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area. If you ever in legal trouble, you'll need legal help, give them a call. Whatever hurt, 1, 2, 3. Attorney Big Al, Jason Fine.
Here at Out of the Box Sports, we are sponsored by the delicious coffee company, Monkey Cult Coffee, and their newest blend, organic blend, Peru La Florida. They make a toasted coconut rum. Coconut rum. They also make a good chocolate flavor. Toasted coconut, and then chocolate rum. And delicious flavors. They also make K-Cups, bottles, T-shirts, mugs. Great product all around. I'm telling you guys, use the code TB Sports at monkeycoldcoffee.com. You get, I think, 20% off. I don't remember offhand, but that's what I'm drinking right now. It's amazing. Gives you energy for the day. And unlike other coffee companies, when you have to drink 2-3 cups of coffee, this one you drink one, you feel fine.
All right.
What is the discount? Is it 10 or 20 now?
10%.
10%. We're trying to get more, but your sales help us get better discounts.
I want everything for free.
Man, we're not there yet. Oh, speaking of, I want to bring something to before we get into the Giants here. Me and Dan, we are planning within the next couple weeks, probably next week, we're going to start streaming on YouTube, guys, for our gaming channel. Send us in some games you want to see us play together. If you guys want us to do a code campaign together, if you guys want to see us mess around on Minecraft, whatever you guys want to do. We'll be streaming for a couple hours every week until we can get a set schedule in. But we'll let you know about 2 days in advance when we're going to be streaming.
Absolutely.
And me and Dan have been excited to bring you guys this news. Finally, we got the YouTube up. We will be streaming straight to YouTube. It will just be we'll share the link onto Out of the Box Sports Twitter and Facebook, so you guys can have the link. But we will be streaming on Twitch until we figure out how to do the YouTube thing a little bit better. But yeah, guys, come join us. Probably not this year because we're starting new. But next year, I plan on doing a drive for Towards for Tots. I know it's a little bit late in the season right now, but I want to do a charity run. I really do. I love doing it.
That would be good to do.
But
let me know. My dad runs the VFW out here, so we do a lot of Twitch.
Yeah, definitely. I love doing charity streams because I fell in love myself with watching a few people do it and just seeing it grow every year to more and more stuff to where they were buying out entire toy aisles, and I want to get to that level to where I can donate that much. And
yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Let's get into this Monday night game now. Let's do this.
Yeah, the first thing I want to talk about is everyone's freaking out about this. DeVito started overtime.
You go with the hot hand.
Thank you. The kid's doing his thing, man. Let him do it. What do we have to lose? Like, honestly, what do we have to lose? Let the kid do it.
Nothing.
Let him show what he's got.
My opinion of the matter is, when DeVito's got you 2 wins, Tyrod's got you nothing so far. Well, 1 win, right?
1.
Tyrod's also coming off of broken ribs.
Yeah.
Okay, he's coming off broken ribs. Let him rest for another week. I'd be like, dude.
That's what I said. Yeah.
Like, I want to give you 6 weeks instead of 5 weeks.
Yep.
Like, you're coming off broken ribs, and I'd be like, hey, if he this isn't a set thing. Like, I may need you for a couple plays on there. Like, I got plays where I can run 2 QBs. Tyrod's mobile enough. Do a little quick little pitch out, have him run it, and then have somebody, Hyatt shoot down the sideline. Who would think of that?
Yep. Saints have been doing it for years.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's just
quarterback scheme.
It's something that I want to see done. I want to see something mixed up. Keep them guessing. Right now, DeVito's having his 15 minutes.
Yeah, well, think about DeVito. Yeah, he's having his 3rd consecutive start, his first in prime time. He's not throwing a reception in his last 66 passes, posted a 137.7 rating. This is what everyone's saying. He's better than Jones. And a 103.
Listen.
In the victories.
Dan, you see what I tagged you to last night?
I know. I'm not done. In victories against the Commanders and Patriots, become the first undrafted rookie quarterback to record a 100-plus passer rating in consecutive starts in the common draft era since '67. He's the 5th undrafted rookie since '67 with his first 2 career of 3 starts. I thought that was a little funny stat for him.
Yeah, it's a great stat. Like I said, I want to see. Listen, I want to see this. Oh, I'm sorry. I want to see this. More of this.
Common cutlets.
The prime cutlets. You can do a lot with a cutlet.
He should do that celebration. That topic.
But listen, man, he's getting his feel for the game.
Good start for him.
Last week, we only won. The week before we won 10-7.
Yep.
But he looked more comfortable. He's looking a lot more comfortable now. That he is missing, his reads are bad because he is overthrowing people and missing wide open receivers.
He doesn't see the reads and he packs and it's sacked.
And before anybody on the internet's watching us says like, "Oh well, he's better than Daniel Jones." Daniel Jones did not have this much time. Daniel Jones had 0.5 seconds before somebody was in the backfield.
It's like a second. I count since it's been such a problem this year. When I'm like 1, 2, 3, I count how many seconds he has per play because it's been so bad. I focus on just that. All right, how long does he have to throw? And there's sometimes he'll have 8 seconds to throw and still not throw the ball. He'll still hold on to it. So most of his sacks, while he'll make plays, sometimes he panics and takes a sack when he never had to. Or have a wide open guy who's so short, he doesn't see over our center. He sees the open guy. Sometimes he makes the plays, but sometimes he won't. And that's the thing about DeVito. But it's a good story for him. I'm glad he's playing well. But when you give him more time, when you have Thomas, when you have Barkley, when your offensive line's pretty much healthy, besides Neal, it makes a difference, doesn't it? They're just playing better than they were.
Mm-hmm. JMS is back, correct?
Yeah.
I think I've seen him.
Illinois. Yeah, DeVito played Syracuse
quarterback.
Yeah.
And you know who else? No. Is he a Big Ten? No, he's not Big Ten. I was going to say, who else is a Big Ten quarterback? And that was Purdy. But no, he
went to Iowa State.
Yeah, I was thinking Iowa. I knew it was Iowa, but it was Iowa State.
He wasn't bad at Iowa State. Let's see. Says we had similar issues till recently, guys and girls. Yeah, I just think the Giants' offensive line's playing much better. Adding Pugh, adding Phillips, and Neal being hurt, but having JMS and Thomas in there with Barkley, it's much different facing a team like that when you don't have Barkley, when you don't have Thomas, when you don't have JMS, and you're struggling on the right side. So their offensive line has been much better as of late. And some people don't want to mention that. That's the reason for the success.
And I'm starting to get behind this team. It's a lost season, and I understand that. But the point of the matter was, what did we learn this season? Okay, offensive line was not ready in the beginning. And then that snowballed into a lot of injuries and a lot of setbacks for the first 5 weeks. Yep. Not including, we had the toughest first 6 weeks.
Tough schedule, man. You better be healthy.
We had the Jets.
Top of your game.
We're coming off of losing Rodgers, But we also had Dallas night 1. We had the not the Ravens. I'm sorry. We had not Green Bay. Fuck.
Cardinals.
Not the Cardinals. Cardinals gave us a fight no matter what. But San Francisco, the Bills, and Miami.
Cowboys, Cardinals, 49ers, Seahawks, Dolphins, Bills.
In the first 6 weeks, we had 3 of the top teams,
6.
and an NFC team NFC team that's been there for the last 3 years, and the Seahawks. So very tough teams.
They're all better than us too.
You're trying to get it together against these tough teams. You're putting out really bad showings.
Yep.
This is the time period we thought was going to be our easy period. Now, a lot of games that I thought we would steamroll people, we didn't.
The Raiders.
The Raiders. The Raiders and the Cardinals. Yeah, we won that Cardinals game, but I didn't if we would have Jones these last 4 weeks.
I think they would have won 3 out of 4, maybe. Because he played
all 4.
He played the Commanders, the Jets, the Raiders, the Cowboys, maybe not the Commanders, the Patriots. They're winnable. Lost that. They're winnable. Were winnable football games, but the games I'd love to have back, it's the Bills game and the Jets game. I mean, so you lose 13-10 to the Jets, and then you lose 14-9 to the Bills. Can you hear me, Stacey?
Sorry, what? I was looking at something.
Yeah, the Giants games I would have had like that back were the Bills game and the Jets game.
Yeah, those were both games that we should
9 and 13-10.
Mm-hmm.
Both of those games, the Giants be a 6-6 football team right in the playoff hunt.
Yep.
Now they're 4-8 and 2 games back.
Right. Yeah, that would have been right there.
One of the teams they're chasing is the Packers.
Hopefully we can win tomorrow. So
yeah, we'll see. I mean, I can't say how it's going to go. I think the defense is going to have to play well.
Mm-hmm.
I do know that this is definitely a better team that we've faced. They're better than the Commanders. They're better than the Patriots. They're just a better football team without a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
So this is they're going to have to play a much better football game. They're not going to be able to crawl along on offense and just expect to win this game. They're probably going to need 20-something points, and their defense is going to play outstanding like it's been.
Mm-hmm.
I have to see if their defense is going to play well like it has. And that's probably the one bright spot, even though they've had some rough games, is the defense. The defense, Thibodeau has 11 sacks. That's what you want to see. Dex Lord's having a hell of a season. He's a little banged up, but that happens.
It's football.
You get a couple more pieces. I don't know what they're going to do with Ojulari. If he's going to be here or not, he's very injury prone. But get a couple more pieces. You got Okereke playing really good.
Mm-hmm.
Banks has come along as a rookie. I like the way McFadden has looked. So I think they've. I like the Simmons signing. I think getting Simmons was big. I think I'd like him back next year. One thing I read this year, they were talking to Ask Wink about the whole him and Dable, like supposedly like they're not going to lose. It's all bull crap.
Oh
he wants to be here next year. I didn't believe it for a second anyway. So
that whole their argument crap, it was stupid.
Where did Evan? Evan just fell off a cliff, just like the Giants season.
Somebody save him!
But I think here's another little interesting thing about today's game. About Barkley. It says Barkley has 4,946 career rushing yards, and he's 54 to become the fifth player to reach 5,000.
Hey.
As a Giants, Brandon Jacobs is the fourth on the franchise list with 5,087 yards. He leads the franchise in touchdowns. Jacobs with like 60. And Joe Morris is third with 5,296. Barkley has 1,988 receiving yards, becoming the fourth player in Giants history to have 5,000 rushing yards and 2,000 receiving yards, during Tiki Barber, Alex Webster, and Gifford. So
Frank Gifford?
Frank Gifford.
We're going way back in the time machine.
Finally, Barkley is on track to become the ninth player in Giants history with 7,000 total yards, and he enters with 6,924. Mark Bradshaw is directly ahead of him.
Who's ahead of him?
Bradshaw with 7,168. So if Barkley stayed here next year, say signed a 3 or 4 year contract, he'd like 10,000 rushing yards in his career.
I think they'll make it happen next year. I really do. I think they'll make it happen. He doesn't want to go anywhere. He's made that clear. He doesn't want to go nowhere.
Yep.
He wants to bring a championship to New York. So
yeah, absolutely. I feel bad for Barkley. I mean, he's had a bad offensive line his whole career.
Mm-hmm.
It still has 5,000 rushing yards. It missed the whole season with an ACL.
Yeah.
So, and he missed like
half
4 games that year, and he missed like 2 or 3 this year.
Many games? How many was it this year? He was out 4 weeks.
3, something like that. He's probably missed like a combined 2 full seasons with the ACL. I would say, if you add on all the other games in his career. If he never got hurt, he'd probably have 8,000 career rushing yards so far.
Right. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Yeah. Let's see. Comments. What's up, Eddie? I figured his phone died. I figured that. Read Foster's comment. Foster said, I just don't remember since 75 seen every game except for 2 blackouts. Radio about late 70s. Let's read some comments here. Frank says, I'm good, Eileen. Hope you and everyone as well. Why are we on Monday night? Yeah, we'll see if the Giants.
I'm surprised they didn't flex another game there.
I thought we were going to flex out of that.
Yeah,
without a doubt. Says Richard says we need 2,000 rushing yards for him. A 2,000-yard rushing season. It would be nice if they could fix their freaking offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Bo says Eddie believes Dak Prescott is Hall of Fame quarterback today. He swears that Dak will win MVP this season. Now you got to be trolling.
What's Eddie smoking? Because I'm gonna want some of that. There he is. Yeah, hey Eddie, what you got, man?
Yeah, healthy Saquon would have 8,000 to 8,500 yards if he never got hurt, like the tears ACL. Yeah, I think so. You mean there's two? Yeah, Monday night games, and we're one of them. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why we're on Monday night. Don't ask me.
We have two Monday night games this week.
2 games Monday night.
Huh. Well, that's silly. What up? Welcome back,
sir. I'm back. I'm sorry.
The lighting is better. Titans and Finns, Giants Packers are both at 8:15. Yeah, they're both at the same time. Which game? I think our game will be better.
I agree.
Eddie.
Bo's a liar.
Eddie's a Cowboys fan.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
The race is clearly to one person to me. It's clear one person deserves it, and that's Tyreek Hill. Dude's almost at a 2,000-yard rushing or receiving season this year. I don't think any quarterback deserves it because every quarterback has been mediocre this year or hurt. Hurts don't deserve it because the same thing that they say Daniel Jones is.
We must have had taken a massive Dallas Cowboys. Welcome back, Vince.
Yeah, man. I was feeling it in my gut. That coffee really kicked me, so I just had to let Dak Prescott.
Oh, man.
You had to let a Dak Prescott?
Yeah, I had to let Dak Prescott.
Right. I'll ask you.
Did you wipe with a CD Lamb?
No, I didn't.
Question for you. Ready?
Go ahead.
It's on the bottom.
Say it again.
It's on the bottom. Can the Giants make the playoffs?
Oh, I'm like, what?
If they make the playoffs, I'm not even like I would watch the game, but I wouldn't be happy. I'd be like, you've put me through so much emotional turmoil that I just can't. Like, I can't take you seriously.
Bo's favorite head coach is Dennis Green.
Oh wow, we're going way back. Denny Green. He was what, the Vikings coach, wasn't he?
We are who they thought they were.
I remember that clip. All right, I gotta ask you a question. What's the most heartbreaking game you've seen the Giants play? Like,
God. Any loss to the Cowgirls?
I would say the punt return, even though it wasn't the playoffs, by Deshaun Jackson was one of them.
All right, all right. I was talking to another Giants. I asked him the same thing. And he was telling me, because like one of my coworkers, he's a San Fran fan. Cool as hell. He's a real cool dude.
98 maybe.
And he was telling me about the 2002 playoffs where the San Fran came back?
Yep.
And he was like, dude, he's like,
rough.
He goes, that must have been a hard loss.
That's the one where they tried that last second play and they pulled an eligible receiver down, by the shoulder pads, that 49er game I'm thinking of.
Yeah, the playoff. What was it, the divisional round?
Yeah, with T.O.
And I was thinking about, I was like, oh, that's a pretty hard loss. That's for the people that, were there to experience it. And I was thinking, wait, what's, mine? I said, you said the punt return because that was just such a demoralizing loss because we played well that game. And then just let it up in the fourth quarter.
It wasn't the playoffs, but if we're talking about demoralizing and pissed off, that one is one of them.
I guess my expectations were too high for the season, but that 40-0 by Dallas early in the year, like I told you, my fandom wandered. I was like, dude, am I really gonna be a fan of this fucking team
still?
One of
the worst losses I've watched the Giants experience.
And I'm like, don't take it. It wasn't the Cowboys fans. It wasn't because they won. They could have won 40-3, and I would still feel the same way. But like they didn't show the fuck up, and that's what killed me. And I'm like, huh. I'm like I didn't watch. I didn't talk football for 3 weeks. I'm like, I can't. You know, and no, Dan was right. I got over it eventually, and I still love my team. But I'm like, fuck, man. Like, I can't.
I'm gonna read a couple comments. Says the Cowboys fans are incapable of walking and chewing bubble gum at the same time. Are we all in agreement?
Yes, sir.
And he says, Bo is mad the Giants beat the Vikings as in the playoffs. The Vikings were complete frauds last season, just like the Lions are this season. I might agree with that statement.
How many games are we out of the playoffs?
2.
That's it?
However, I'll show it to you.
How do we start 1-5?
4-8.
However, the Vikings have gotten past the division round this century. They're going at it in chat here. Mm-hmm. How many Super Bowl titles did that back?
I was 4.
It takes a special kind of stupid to cheer for the Cow Turds.
I'm glad we're getting a whole bunch of fans in here that just hate the Cowboys. I love it.
Oh, him and Eddie, Bo and Eddie go at it all the time.
Is this from the infamous Pal Talk chat?
For like 2 decades. Like they're at each other's necks.
Dan, so is this the Pal Talk chat?
Yeah.
Oh God.
They are hardcore fans.
For people who don't know, Dan, my father introduced me to Dan as a Cowboys fan. I wanted another host on here with me and Stacy, and Dan has been in a chat room, like a football chat room with my father for like 10, 15 years now.
Yep.
So they've been good friends, and
over 20.
You 20. My dad's been there since like 2010.
It's just people talking football. But give me your keys to the game on Monday.
When
the running practice. I think running the ball down their throat, I think will really help.
Yeah, the way they play their defense, they're not like I don't watch a lot of Packers games, but they leave opportunities for you to run the ball. And that's probably what you want to do in this game. I think Barkley needs a big game in this game and to put less pressure on DeVito. I don't want DeVito throwing it all over the place, to be honest.
You need to get Hyatt more involved. And is Waller back this week?
Let me look.
I heard he was practicing, or is it next week he'll be back?
I think it's going to be next week. As a Vikings fan, one more comment, and Dallas fan, talking crap. Haven't won since I was 8 in preschool. Get the hell out of here.
How are you 8 in preschool?
Well, that's how long ago it was.
That's a little worrying.
Insane is like 30 something.
4 years behind.
Insane is like 30 something years old. So that makes sense.
Is he 30 or in high school?
35 maybe. He's his mid-30s, early mid-30s. I still don't believe in Jordan Love. I think Jordan Love has played much better, but I do think Christian Watson's out. I read that.
With the whole Jordan Love thing, I think he's going to be a top 15 quarterback. I really do. I think he's top 15 already. You know, he's had 4 years or 3 years to sit under Rodgers, and Rodgers is one of the best. But like, I'm starting to see the similarities between him and Favre. As much as he didn't want to be Favre, he's acting just like Favre.
Yeah.
He's being a dick like Favre. You know, like same thing with Tannehill. Wow. You like, if you get your replacement coming in and you've been there for 10, 15 years, do the due diligence, help the kid out.
He's actually not played bad. Jordan Love is 12 games.
He kind of got like that. Yeah, I'm gonna help you out, but dude, you don't remember Favre and how bad Favre pissed you off with that bullshit, and you're gonna go and do it with somebody else.
You talking about Aaron Rodgers?
Huh?
You mean Rodgers or Favre?
No, I'm saying how bad Favre did it to Rodgers, and you're gonna go.
Remember Love. Rodgers sat for like years, but Jordan Love on the season, 250 completions, 48 attempts, 61% completion, 2,866 yards, 22 touchdowns.
That's average. That's average.
That's better than what we've played, though. That's not bad.
61% is not great. I'm sorry. Everybody averages around 60 to 61%. If you're below that, you're considered.
So it's not great. So I think a key is the Giants' defense getting pressure on him and pressuring him and pressuring him into a mistake. I think that's really key.
I got a question for you guys. Do we move off Xavier McKinney? Like, he hasn't blossomed.
McKinney's been one of the better Giants this season, actually.
He showed up 2 weeks ago.
What I don't like about McKinney is he talks too much. He just needs to not say, oh, there's bad communications between the players and the coaches. You can't say stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think.
But they were frustrated too. I remember. There was a lot of frustration on that sideline. So.
It says that isn't saying much of it. The NFL is quite weak. The NFL QB pool. I'd say that.
I think it's just because it's going to sound weird. I think for me, it goes in waves. It goes in waves to where we'll have incredible defenses for almost a decade, and the offense will lag behind. And then you'll have great offenses for like half a decade, and then the defense will lag behind. It's coming into that point now where the defenses have to. The offenses have to get better with their schemes to beat these defenses because linebackers are getting faster. Defensive backs are jumping higher, playing better.
It is. It's really geared toward the offense nowadays, but that's it's just down for quarterbacks like Mahomes isn't playing well. Burrow's out the season. Just the play overall at the position is down. I think, like Bo was saying.
So
he said Love is better than Dobbs. I agree with that.
Is 10-7 a possibility?
I hope not.
Well, the Giants are 4-8.
I'd hope we score a little bit more than that.
I'm sorry. 9-8 is 9-8.
They would have to win every game. They have to beat the Packers, beat the Saints, beat the Eagles, beat the Rams, and beat the Eagles. I'd say
8 and 9 is more realistic.
8 and 9 would not be bad. Eddie's Castleberry is Dak Prescott looks horrible against horrible defenses. Dak completely shrinks against playoff-like situations. Yeah. But I think that a key to this game is getting pressure on him. To let him sit back there. I'd like to see Thibodeau have a good game. I just think put pressure on him, and I think their run game's going to win this game. Because the Giants' defense, the Green Bay defense is not bad. They have Gary who's playing better, so they have some players. But I think the Giants really need to play well on defense in this game, and try to establish their run with Barkley, and then throw play action and throw when you have to. Don't throw it 50 times, 40 times this game. So
all right, guys. Dan, what's your prediction for the score?
I'm going to say Giants 20-17.
I'm saying 20-16.
I was saying 21-17 Giants.
Yeah, I think Barkley will have a big game.
We got to put it on his back.
I think like I said, I believe like what you said, what me and you said with the running game being strong, but I also think time of possession is going to win this game.
That's
you
what
take
I'm saying.
the time of possession away from them, and that's why I think we eke out a win. We get that final touchdown, and they only have like 40 seconds on the clock. That's really where you got to keep your defense off the field and then shut them down. Keep your defense healthy.
Yeah, absolutely. So Barkley will have a huge game versus Packers. That's the key of the game. Their run defense isn't that great, so you can run on them. But the way Tommy DeVito is, he misses reads, he panics. I don't want to put the ball in his hands. I don't think we have Mahomes, Mike Kafka. Eddie says Daniel's bow is a bullshit. But he likes to troll. But like I said, I think it's going to be a competitive football game. I'm predicting Giants win, but the Giants are going to have to play well and be more efficient and play good on defense, run the hell out of the ball. And I think they could win the game. Just be competitive, please.
Yes. At least show up to the game, guys, please.
Definitely, we need to show up.
Yeah, definitely need to show up.
Yeah, but it's
get off the bus, come on out to the field.
Yeah, if the Giants' offensive line was not playing, that says it will depend on the Giants' offensive line. Yeah, Eddie, like if their offensive line plays well, I think they'll have a shot. But if they play horrible, that's not good. But we have Thomas, we have JMS. Waller isn't going to play. I don't think he's off injured reserve.
Yeah, but what's his face?
Well.
Back fine.
Tyreek Hill's going to be back up. Neal is out again.
Say it again.
Neal is out again.
Not much of a difference with him there. Ty Phillips can sit in there.
Dexter Lawrence is questionable, so
shit.
Is questionable.
Sexy Dexy's out. We're fucked. You didn't tell me that.
No, he's questionable. Questionable. They won't announce who's in or out until tomorrow, before the game during the day.
Yeah, because you got to give 3 hours notice, 4 hours notice.
Yeah, they're not going to release it a day beforehand. We'll know tomorrow if Lawrence. I think Lawrence will play, but I don't think Waller's going to play and Neal's not going to play. Bellinger, Campbell, and Lawrence are questionable. Everyone else is healthy. Simmons
so we have no tight end playing.
Bellinger is questionable. He's going to play.
Yeah, but so is Kager, and that's his backup.
I think Bellinger will play. Questionable these days means you're playing probably. If he wasn't, I would say doubtful. That's what I think. You can be questionable all season long and play every game.
All right. Well, we're going to see how this plays out because
Bo says 27-16 Giants.
Yeah, the Packers.
And the Eagles and the Cows are 0-0.
Oh, I like that score right there. I like that score for the Eagles and the Cow.
Bo, Vikings fan says Raiders 24-13. Texans 38-0. I don't think they're going to score 38 points because the Jets have a really good defense. I'm going to say 24-10. Texans, because the Jets have a good defense. Typically, they don't give up 30. Oh, Eileen, the Jet fan says, put the ganja down.
Oh, pass that over here, man.
It won't be 38-0, but the Jets have no offense. So,
no, none.
Like I said, I don't think we should be on Monday night.
Zach Wilson starting today?
Does it matter? I think Zach Wilson is better than Boyle and better than Simeon, though. Not saying much. You also realize it's going to be pouring or raining. Well, great. That means that game might get ugly. Wilson is starting. That's what I went down all year. I would be like, all right, the job is yours the rest of the season. Whether we win or lose, no matter what, you're starting the whole season, and that's it. That's it. They don't got a good offensive line. I don't like the way Hackett calls plays horribly. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
They're speculating that Rodgers will be back before the end of the season.
Rodgers ain't coming back. That's who's smoking some crack.
They're saying he was starting, that he was, released to be able to practice. It's like
I want to know
he cannot play his foot.
Yeah,
no way.
With that offensive line, no way. So
he'll just get hurt again.
He is an attention whore. He likes attention.
Oh, he loves
this is all he's doing. He's all right. I think he's doing it to help the team in a different aspect. He's trying to do it to where he's taking pressure off the team, saying I'll get attention for the team, of the positive of me coming back. More than the fact that you guys fucking suck.
Your offensive line's
horrible between Saleh and because I think Wilson's out of there. I think he asks for a trade. Zach Wilson's going to ask for a trade.
Well, they haven't given him much to work with. I'm not going to say Wilson has played well, but they're always jerking him around. They're like, "Oh, we'll start you. We'll bench you. We'll start you. We'll bench you." We'll start, that mentally, that has to mentally, and they haven't been able to do what he does well at all. And they haven't simplified things. They're like, "Oh, we'll leave it the Aaron Rodgers offense and just expect one more comment."
Well, I also believe that they told him because there was rumor. Well, I think pretty much they told him we're bringing in Rodgers for 2 years, but you're still our future.
He would get killed. Rodgers would get killed behind his offensive line. He'd be sacked 50 times by now. I'm telling you. Like, just the first series, like just when he got hurt, he had no time whatsoever off, like right away. I was like, oh, even if he was healthy, I still think he'd be out the season because he did his ass kicked back there. Eileen says she'll get the ball back later. That's the problem. Your offensive line sucks, and then you don't have a very good quarterback who's not confident at all. But on top of that, you're not going to play well. It's amazing they beat the Eagles. So, but yeah, like I said, I think the Giants will win in a close game. They're going to have to play a good defense, run the ball. Barkley is a big game, and we'll see what happens. We'll see if Tommy Cutlets can get it done.
Thanks for everybody for joining us. We went over about like 11 minutes.
I know. Where's Spencer? I'm surprised he didn't yell at us.
Here, well, there's no one else after us, so we'll be off in a minute here.
But we're going to let you guys go on the East Coast so you guys can get to your football. And
one more question. Will the Counters get past the divisional round? No. I say not. Anyone's a good name? Okay.
I think Seattle beats.
If Seattle makes it.
I think Seattle beats them.
If they make it. Okay. All right, everybody.
Bye, Ev.
Go Giants. We'll see what happens tomorrow night. Everybody enjoy your football Sunday. And thank you for joining us on Big Blue Power. We'll be back 11:30 next week. And all right, Evan. We'll see what happens Monday night.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, that's all right. It's like the Giants. It's like the Giants missing a block, getting our quarterback killed. So, go Giants! Everybody enjoy their football Sunday. Thank you for joining us on Big Blue Power Hour.